This is a 1952 Smith Corona Sterling, and this is a really unique color. We have not seen this one. We did not paint it, and so I don't know if it is original or if it was painted by somebody else. It looks original because the paint job is amazing. Looks really nice. There aren't any nicks or anything on it. But we don't know if this is original, but it's a dark green, almost like a hunter green, and it's really pretty. It looks so nice, and it blends well with the green keys. So let me go ahead and give you a look-see around this typewriter, and then we will do a demo. All right, so as most of you know, here's going to be your paper holder, margins, press, you just press and slide, carriage release on each side, so you just pull that. That's got a really cute bell. I like it. So I'm going to leave this all the way to the left and pop the top, and we'll take a look on the inside. Here you'll see the escapement, and this is called a floating shift, so that when you hit shift, the escapement moves and not the carriage. Really nice feature. It's a lot less clunkier when typing. Okay, we've put in a new universal ribbon. We've put in a black and red combo, and you can adjust the color right here. This is your color selector. When you get to the end of your ribbon, the typewriter may stop, or at least you'll notice the font is getting faint. Please stop right away and check your ribbon and see if it needs to be reversed, and if so, you do it right here. And so now it'll go this way, and you want to make sure you do that because you don't want to punch a hole in your ribbon. So whenever the typewriter starts to act a little bit different, always stop, always check your ribbon, make sure it's going the direction you want it to go, and then if it needs to be replaced, then all you do is pull it out and put in a new one. New ones can be purchased on our Etsy shop or our website. Make sure the ribbon is threaded through the guide wires properly. You'll see on our Etsy shop, if you have a typewriter like this and you want to know how to thread the ribbon, you can take a look at this listing. Even if it's sold, it should come up, and we'll have a close-up image of the ribbon going through the guide wires, and that should help you with that. Okay, and then right here, this just determines how hard you want your type bars to strike the paper. Right here is backspace. I like to always double check your backspace. There's no delete button on typewriters, so you just backspace and you either X through, or you type over, or you use a pencil eraser. There is correction tape out there if you choose to use that. Paper guide is right here. I like to use the paper guide. I usually set it on 0, and then I set my margin. And that's just so that all my papers, the margins all line up. Because even if you have the margin set in the same place, you may thread your paper slightly different. So I use the paper guide. So you saw there, I threaded the paper right through the back. You turn the handle, pull out this bar while you're threading the paper through. I like to make sure it's even, so I go about halfway. There you go, it's perfectly even. If it wasn't, you use this lever on the right side to release the tension, and then you can adjust the paper, and then make sure you put the tension back on, and then make sure you have this bar down. Otherwise the paper is just going to be getting in your way. Now, one other thing is over here is an adjustment for when you advance. You can advance single, double, or triple, okay, depending on your personal preference. Okay, let's go ahead and start our typing demo. So this is a 52 Smith Corona, and then this is a sterling. The silence and the standards often, and the sterlings often look very similar. There's just a slight difference. This looks like this is a 12 point or pica or carat CPI. This is characters per inch. That means there's more, you can get more characters per line, more characters per page, so it means it's smaller. All right, let's try the uppercase and the shift lock here. In case you didn't notice, there's no number 1 on this typewriter for those of you who are new to typing. Some of the older typewriters do not have a number 1 just for space purposes. So you use the lowercase l. And in case some of you don't know why we use the sentence, the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog, that is because it is a sentence that contains, see, I missed there, I'll redo that. That quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog contains every letter in the alphabet. So let me redo that because I missed a few words there. Okay, made a mistake, go back, jumps over the lazy dog. Let's give the red ribbon a little try. This is a red ribbon, yay. And so you may want to know, okay, how do I do an exclamation point? Because there's no number 1, which means there's no exclamation point. Okay, that's a really good question. So I'm here at the end of the sentence. I'm going to hit the period. I'm going to do a backspace, and then you can see the apostrophe here. So I'm going to hit shift, apostrophe, and now I have an exclamation point. All right, so there's just certain ways to get around that. Let's go ahead and do a sentence again in the red. Okay, so I really like this typewriter, and I know you guys hear me say that a lot, and that's just because we don't show you typewriters very often unless we really like them. We do have some that don't work that great, and we either don't list them or I don't make the videos public because I sell them at a really, really low price because they're not that great. So the ones that you do see, most of them are just fantastic. Otherwise, we wouldn't put them on. But this one types very well. I don't recommend it for kids or those with small hands unless you just do the, single finger thing. It's quieter, whoops, backspace again, than most typewriters. And this is going to be good for writers. And I know you're thinking, oh, well, if you're getting a typewriter, you're probably a writer. Not necessarily. A lot of people get them just to do letters, for crafts, or just journaling. But if you're a writer and you're serious about writing, this is going to be, you cannot go wrong with the Smith Coronas, especially the older ones, like these 50s models. My favorite for writing, because 1, they're affordable, 2, they're reliable, 3, they're just great working machines. So if you want to know more about this one, please go to our Etsy shop. You'll see the link below. Thanks so much for watching. If you have more questions about the Smith Corona Sterling, the 1952, let me know. Otherwise, check out our website, subscribe to this channel, and thanks so much for watching. I hope you have a blessed day.